Friends of Christ, for today's word of hope, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to share a list of a dozen truths that cannot be denied. Now, hopefully, these will encourage each of us spiritually and relationally during this COVID season. Number one, you can't change another person. In all of history, no one has successfully changed anyone else, although frustrated husbands and wives have tried every trick in the book. We can beg, plead, cajole, and even bribe all day long, but people change when they are ready to change, and not before. Number two, only God can change the heart. This is the flip side of what I just spoke. The transforming power of the gospel rests on the truth that God can reach inside a person and change them from the inside out. This thought should give us great hope and motivate us to pray for our friends and loved ones more fervently than perhaps we currently are. Third, what's the third truth? There is no growth without struggle. Nothing worthwhile comes easily or quickly, and generally speaking, the more worthwhile something is, the more it will cost you and me in time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Now, too many people quit when the going gets rough. If only they would persevere by God's grace a little while longer, victory would be theirs. Fourth, everything has a purpose. If God is God, this must be true. Nothing happens by accident. This includes the worst tragedies and the unexplainable heartaches people often endure. Now, most of the times, we will only dimly understand why God allows certain things to happen, and sometimes we see nothing at all. Fifth, faith is a fact, not a feeling. God never asked us to explain the unexplainable. He simply asks you and me to trust Him. Faith believes in God even when we don't feel like it. What's the sixth truth? If it's truly important, you will find time to do it. How many times have we made excuses for not doing something when in the end we know we didn't do it because it just wasn't very important to us? Actions speak louder than words. Faith without works is dead. What's the seventh truth? Take small steps if you want to make big changes. Many times we give up on changing our situation because we want to do it all, do it now, or get it over with quickly. But you can't lose 40 pounds in a week, and you can't learn German in a month, and you can't learn the Bible by swallowing a magic capsule. But great progress is possible with God's help if you and I are willing to wait on Him. Number 8, you can't change the past. The past is past. You can't go back and relive it or improve it. At some point, you have to let go of the past and move forward with Christ's forgiveness and grace into the future. Number 9, 90% of what you and I worry about never happens. You know, it's easy to spend hours worrying about things that will never happen, and we end up wasting time and emotional energy that could be better spent helping others, growing in our walk with Christ, or simply spending time with those we love. Number 10, what's the 10th truth? You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. I'm not a prophet, but I can confidently predict that some things will happen to you in the next 12 months that would seem unbelievable if you knew about them in advance. Strange stuff happens to all of us. You can't predict it, you can't stop it, you can't control it, but you can decide how you will respond to it. Healthy people focus on responding to the unexpected. They don't waste time wringing their hands over what might have been. Number 11, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Everything is in constant flux, but not God or His Word. Until Jesus bodily returns, His church will always continue to deliver the forgiveness of sins and the assurance of eternal salvation, no matter what season or challenge we face. Finally, Wrapping up our dozen truths today, number 12, Jesus has promised to be with us always. As a result, we know he will never leave us or forsake us, and nothing, absolutely nothing in all creation will be able to separate us from his love. By the Holy Spirit's presence and power, cherish these truths, rest in these truths, live by these truths, and joyfully share these truths with your neighbors in the days to come. God's richest blessings to you. Continue to rest in the truths of God.